Imagine this. You're stuck in traffic, already late for work, and someone cuts you off without signaling. Your blood pressure spikes, your fists tighten on the steering wheel, and your mind races with angry thoughts. Sound familiar? Or maybe it's the colleague who never stops interrupting in meetings, or the friend who forgets their share of the bill. These little frustrations, we all face them. But have you ever wondered, what if none of this anger or any irritation at all had power over you? What if, in the face of every rude driver, every inconsiderate friend, and every disrespectful coworker, you could remain peaceful, unshaken, and in control? Welcome to today's video, where we're diving deep into Stoicism, the ancient philosophy that holds the secrets to never being angry or bothered by anyone or anything. These timeless principles, practiced by some of history's greatest minds like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, offer clarity and freedom from the emotional storms that so often trap us. And trust me, once you tap into this way of thinking, you'll not only gain power over anger, you'll essentially become untouchable by the petty annoyances of modern life. Before we get started, if you're someone who strives to grow mentally, embrace calm no matter the chaos, and live a life rooted in wisdom, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. By joining us, we'll continue to explore practical philosophies that elevate your emotional strength and resilience every single day. All right, let's begin. The foundation of conquering anger starts with one core Stoic principle. It's not things that upset us, it's our perception of them. This idea, rooted in Epictetus's teachings, forces us to ask a game-changing question. Is this event objectively bad, or am I choosing to see it that way? Think of it this way. When someone says something insulting, you can interpret their words as a deliberate attack on your ego, or as a reflection of their own flaws and struggles. You can view traffic delays as a personal injustice, or simply as a neutral occurrence beyond your control. The truth is, the world doesn't make you angry, your interpretation does. But the beauty of Stoicism lies in its next insight. Interpretation is under your control. By changing the narrative, you break the habit of reacting impulsively. Seneca famously said, "A wise man is not disturbed by any misfortune. He makes himself independent of all evils." Practicing this requires a deliberate moment of pause. Next time you feel anger bubbling up, when something doesn't go your way, take a breath. Ask yourself, am I upset by what's happening, or by how I'm choosing to think about it? This idea leads to our first practical action step. Detach yourself emotionally from the situation. Use the Stoic tool of the view from above. Imagine yourself as an astronaut looking down on Earth. All the hectic events, all the so-called emergencies of life suddenly seem so small. You'll realize, in the vastness of existence, today's inconveniences hardly matter. This perspective fosters calm effortlessly. Now, some of you might be wondering, but what if someone really wrongs me? How can I just brush aside injustice, cruelty, or disrespect? That's an important question, and the Stoics address it head-on. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and philosophical legend, reminds us of this. Every behavior from another person is rooted in ignorance or misunderstanding. If someone is unkind to you, it's not because they've carefully analyzed their actions, weighed morality, and chosen to harm you. It's because they are unaware of something, unaware of your perspective, unaware of their own flaws, or unaware of the true consequences of their actions. This understanding opens the door to compassion. So step 2 is choose empathy over outrage. Instead of labeling someone's behavior as unacceptable, think, they must be battling something internally to act this way. An angry person is often dealing with their own pain. A selfish person might behave that way out of insecurity or fear. When you decide to pity their ignorance rather than fight it, suddenly their actions lose the power to provoke you. Here's another Stoic gem that further neutralizes anger. Focus only on what you can control. Traffic? You can't control it. Your coworkers' interruptions? Beyond your control. What's within your power is your own reaction, your own mindset, and your ability to solve problems constructively. The next time frustration arises, tell yourself a Stoic mantra. I control how I respond. Nothing else matters. By narrowing your focus to your actions, you stop giving energy to forces beyond your reach. Let me share a powerful example. Imagine Marcus Aurelius, the ruler of the entire Roman Empire, dealing with betrayal from advisors or political turmoil. External chaos that would send most people into a spiral of anger. But Marcus, in his Meditations, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." If this worked for an emperor facing assassination attempts, surely it works for us in much smaller struggles. Next comes step 3. Train resilience daily. Stoics believe that fortitude against anger is built through practice, not theory. That's why they embraced voluntary discomfort, a deliberate exercise to toughen the mind and detach from external comforts. For instance, Seneca practiced sleeping on the floor to remind himself that luxury wasn't the key to happiness. Epictetus advised his students to rehearse imagining worst-case scenarios, then asking themselves, would I truly collapse under this outcome, or would I adapt? In modern terms, this could mean challenging yourself to embrace situations you'd otherwise avoid. Let the slow cashier ring up each item without rushing. Listen silently while friends complain about trivial matters. Use these moments as training to strengthen your internal patience. This process rewires your brain to see life's inconveniences as opportunities for growth rather than sources of frustration. At this point, you might feel empowered by these strategies, but let's end with one final tool: Stoic gratitude. It's easy to fixate on what goes wrong in life, but the Stoics teach us that anger often stems from an unmet expectation of how reality should work. Gratitude, on the other hand, flips reality into a gift. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, don't complain about the things that happen. Instead, be thankful you were strong enough to face them. Start your day with a reflection exercise. Write down 3 things you're grateful for, even if they're small. It could be the sunlight streaming through the window, the conversations you had this morning, or simply the chance to breathe deeply. This practice makes anger shrink because gratitude shifts your attention toward abundance instead of scarcity. So, to recap, if you want to never be angry or bothered by anyone, embrace these Stoic principles. 1. Recognize that it's your perception, not events, that causes distress. 2. Detach yourself emotionally by imagining the view from above. 3. Cultivate empathy by seeing ignorance and misunderstanding behind others' behavior. 4. Focus solely on what you can control. 5. Build resilience daily by engaging discomfort. 6. Ground yourself in gratitude. By applying these ideas consistently, you won't just suppress anger, you'll eliminate it at its root. You'll become calm, resilient, and untouchable in a world designed to test your patience. Now, before we wrap up, here's your challenge. The next time someone irritates you, before reacting, pause. Apply just one Stoic principle. You'll see the shift almost immediately. And when it works, when you feel yourself choosing calm over chaos, come back to this video and let us know in the comments how it changed your perspective. If you found value today, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more wisdom that transforms your mindset and life. Remember, peace isn't something you find, it's something you practice. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.